Zone. It's a rehearsal studios and rehearsal spaces in Chicago, and there are 75 spaces, and all of them are full. So there's sometimes 2 or 3 bands in a room, and you'll see that the spaces are all unique in their ways, and then we'll take a look at my studio, which is called Gunpoint Recording Studio. These guys are like completely Motley Crue regurgitated. The only band I know that has a full mirror setup for rehearsal. The reason we're in here is because this is where Gunpoint actually started. This was the control room.
So, wow, I know I'm doing a night shot, which is sort of funky looking.
We left the control room, and this was our live room. And there was a guy rehearsing next door, and he would rehearse all the time when we were recording. So I had him join my band. That way I had control over when he was practicing. This guy Jocko playing bass here. You know Jocko? Need I say anything else? What I would like you to do is go to Wikipedia and just pull up Jocko's name and post it, because I don't want to say anything. Building management? There's some people that need to talk to you, sir.
You need to talk to me. Y'all can come in and do whatever y'all want to do. We're having a rehearsal right now. Valencia. This is something. Valencia Bay. Frankie. And this is Glover. So
what up? How are you?
Doing a thing for a Saturday show we got coming up.
I then moved down here, and Mike had this room for his control room, and I had this for my control room. Now, this band here, they're friends of ours. That's how they got this room. I don't know if I want to say that on camera. I just want to explain. This band here, this is not a prop. They actually ride this while playing. Their drummer, I don't know where he is right now, but he's usually in here in a box. His name is Dick Pancakes. At one point, this is where my band rehearsed, and I used to set up an ADAT right here at the washing machines. We would set up an ADAT and a little Soundcraft FX8 board and just take the direct outs right into the ADAT and set up a few mics around the drum kit. And you know, you saw how small that room was, so it'd be a bass amp facing one way away from the drums and a guitar amp facing into the corner. We'd put blankets around them, 57s on the guitar and bass. We wouldn't even do DI, and we'd just mix it with the bleed, and we were having a lot of fun. I did a record for a band like that called the Leroy Fix. That was a lot of fun. Their second thing was done over at the Rev Love Room. Their third thing was done over there, and now they have a band called Antioch Secret Society, and they're finishing up their record right now with me. So we moved down here. As you can see, this was our door. We put a door here. We got down here, we started building out some rooms. This was our lobby. This was our control room. This is where the mixing desk was. That's where our monitors were. I've been in this building for 13 years. This is what we called Gunpoint West, and now we have Gunpoint. When we were here, we started out, we had Soundcraft Digital 328, a Hammerfall REM 2496 card, 5296 24-bit card, and we started out with a 66-speed IBM-based computer, which was very slow, but we were able to do almost 2,000 tracks of audio by subbing it out and grouping it out and making folders, and it was cool. We just tried to tax it as much as we could. This, on the other side, was our live room. It's kind of unique in its way. This was the tool room for Kerr Manufacturing. It's you know, you can, there's a band directly upstairs, and you can hear them a little bit, but you know, it's all right. We did what we could do. We controlled the sound, because if you look here, this is all brick. This is plaster, wire mesh, and brick, so it's a very, very reflective. What we did, you can see, we put 2x2 frames up, and then we put packing blankets in there, and this was a great workaround. You know, we bought Orlex stuff for a lot of other soundproofing. There was more soundproofing in here. But this started out as a control room, then turned into a drum room while I was building out the other rooms.
So what were you looking for when you got this space? I mean, obviously it's finding something that's available, but what led you to get this space? My purpose in opening up a studio here, when Joe Hibbs called me up and said, you know, I know you're rehearsing here, and I know you just closed your last studio, would you please open up a studio in my place? And I said, I don't want to open up a studio, but what I'd like to do is record some of the bands that rehearse there, because there's a lot of good bands, and they didn't have a lot of money, so
we decided to do it. We were charging $20 an hour back then. The going rate was $75 elsewhere.
When was this?
13 years ago.
All right.
And it was a lot of fun. And our rates are $40 an hour, so we really haven't jumped it up too much.